Yo, what is up guys? I'm here hitting you up with a new CZN video. Let's talk about a discovery that was made like a couple of days ago. Maybe some of you might know this glitch, bug, whatever it might be for a longer period of time. Let me give credit to MaTeIRiA, who actually made a video about this whole topic. So if you he's an up-and-coming content creator, so the Kayron main. So if you want to know anything related to Kayron, go check him out, go give him a like to his video as well, which I will link in the description down below as well, and also subscribe to his channel. Now basically, how does this work? The first thing you want to do is you want to find a world you want to farm in. Get your world ready first. So if you want to do like tier 13, 12, 11, whatever it might be, so you have to get the world first. Okay, so this is where you actually have to reroll, and then you can just go into the world itself. And once you go into the world itself, you want to get to the safe spot first. Now, what is the safe spot? I'll just pick up the knowledge card, the conversion card, just because I will just speed up the process here real quick, which is a lot faster to get to the point of this video. So where we basically want to get here is to this part here, right? So to the waypoint. This is where you want to make your way to, and this is where we want to go to. Okay, so I will just speed this up real quick so you don't have to watch the entirety. But you know what, in the meantime, because you can also just go into lab 0 and can do your stuff for free, right? So you don't necessarily have to do that in the 0 system. Well, the good thing about the 0 system right now is that maybe you notice it, maybe you didn't notice it, but there is a way higher chance for you to actually get epiphanies in here, as well as the duplication feature does happen more often in the 0 system versus the lab 0 right now. But primarily where this use case really comes down to, and where it might be useful overall, is trying to get your great rift decks for Trezor and Cass. Outside of these two units, I don't really think that you need to do this method at all right now, just because of, yeah, I would say just because of the usability of it, right? And the amount of time and effort you actually have to put in, because there's only a very specific way you can reset it, versus lab 0 you can leave at any given point in time, right? So what we want to do here, as I just mentioned, is get our way to the waypoint right here. But the reason we kind of want to do this and use this to our advantage right now is, as I just mentioned, for Cass and Trezor specifically, because for those two units you actually don't want to do lab 0 and instead want to do either blue part, the red world, or you want to do the dark world, right? Because you want to have the gear for, so for the Trezor you want to have the chains of obsession, and for the Cassius you want to have the psionic gear. Now that we got to the waypoint, what you want to do is you want to temporarily leave 0 system run, and once you exit out of the 0 system run, now what you want to do is actually want to go into the simulation, and then you want to move to the basin of hyperspace, go into the twilight, and then choose any stage, and then you want to go and start the run. Okay, any stage, it doesn't really matter. And once you enter, you want to exit out of it immediately. Now that we have done this specifically, we can now go back into our chaos, into our 0 system run. So let's see, and there we go. This was our run, the City of Mist, right? Now once we enter with the team, as you can see here, you already noticed it, you're now starting a fresh run with the same card, and you're starting back at Kirkin, where you can pick up any of the abilities, and you're starting fresh. Now, in terms of usability, as I just mentioned, Trezor and Cassius are the only two units. You might want to use that to your advantage. But also, let's mention or talk about real quick where you want to do it and ideally want to do it. Like usually getting to the first waypoint, you don't have that much of information in terms of if your run is good or not, right? So the first exit point is kind of whatever. I think it has to be like very early on that you're starting off a run, and like within the first 2 battles or something, a key card in the lineup gets already a Divine Epiphany trigger and it doesn't turn out the way you want, then in that specific case you can use the first waypoint just to exit out of your run here for like your Castle Tressa. But outside of that, what you can do is you finish the entire outskirt, the first floor, and then you go into the second floor and the second waypoint you encounter, right? This is where it's actually kind of nice. The second waypoint is where you then decide in the interior if you actually wanna complete the run or if you just want to dip out because you didn't get the cards you like. Now let me dip out of the run to save the current zero system so you do not have to waste your credits or units in this game to find that specific element with decent debuffs and a decent tier. This is a lot easier and friendlier for your unit income. Okay, this is a lot better overall. And yeah, this sums the entirety of this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I don't think, by the way, I need to mention this as well. I don't think you will be getting banned for this. Do it on your own risk. I don't think this is like a crazy bug abuse, glitch abuse. I think personally it's more like a feature. It could be that in a future patch that it might get patched and that does not work anymore. But as of the time of speaking, it does work. And as I said, I don't think it's that groundbreaking that they will suspend accounts for it. Something like it really just saves the players a little bit of units, and I might just keep it as a feature so you can actually dip out of your zero system runs without the need of finding a new world every single time. But yeah, that's all it, guys. And as always, if you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to leave a like and a comment down below. I really appreciate it, and see you with the next one. Deuces.